cool, so we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to stream this. As we work our way up to Mythic. Still trying to figure out this OBS thing. Taking a while here to boot up, but give it a moment. Okay, nice. So we open a mediocre Planeswalker, but I still think it's quite strong. I haven't really played with this. It's not that great. The idea is to scry a bunch of times and then, pop out fractals. So technically it can make a 2/2 fractal every other turn, and every other turn it can scry one. So that's a pretty decent enchantment if you think about it. Then you can cast a sorcery for free. That's not a very strong ability, but I think it's still strong enough it's splashable. I haven't played with it, so why not? Alright, now that's an easy sorry. That's just too good of a bomb to pass. I'm not sure what you take over this card. There's not many cards you take over this. Alright, so now probably just the spirit summoning in this spot. Could also consider something like Mentor's Guidance. There's also a Combat Professor. Maybe we don't play Kazmina, we play Nasari. Combat Professor and make an aggro deck. I think it's a close pick between like Combat Professor in case we want to go more aggro, or something like a Spirit Summoning, which if I play red I'll be able to cast it. I think Combat Professor's too good to pass. Interesting now. So there's a Professor of Zoomancy, which is one of the highest ranked cards on 17 lands. Kind of changes my opinion of the card. Normally I would take a pop quiz here, but I think I'm just gonna give priority to Professor here. Okay, so now I think it's an easy Pledge Mage. Alright, so now let's see. Snow Day's fine. Best summoning, I guess, is the pick. I think that's right. I don't have any learn cards yet, but hopefully I'll find some. Okay, so divide by 0 over Burian Bucks. I only have 2 non-creature spells, but I think maybe I'm just better off taking a Needlethorn Drake there. I don't have any 2-drops, and Needlethorn Drake is about as good as a 2-drop as a deck like this gets. So now Letter of Acceptance would make Nasari splashable. Would I play Dean of Perfection? I'm not sure I would. It's like a bad creature that can't attack. And it gives you, well, I mean, it does give you discounts, a discount of 4, which isn't really that great. Just take Reject. Beginning of your upkeep, if this card is exiled, remove a home counter on it. And there's 3 home counters. When the last home counter is removed from this card, if it's exiled, you may cast it. And it costs 4 colorless less. I mean, that is so niche and specific that you probably don't even run this card for the front side. Because a 3 mana 2/2 is quite bad, and then again, unless you have like, I don't know, some very expensive instants and sorceries, it's really not that good. Why a mathematician kind of combos with Casmina. Again, I'd rather go the Deep Quandrix fractal route than change gears here. Let's see, 2 wizards, 2 druids, 1 cleric. I guess I don't really have great spells to copy. I'll take Mentor's Guidance, whatever. It's a fine draw spell in our deck. And a bunch of Silver Gwell cards late, so I do have a Combat Professor. Looks like sorry is not probably not happening. If I get a bunch of tapped Prismari lands, I might run Ovilda for the hope of like playing Nasari. But here we're just gonna take a Dragon's Guard Elite and be happy with it. Card's amazing. It gets very big very fast, and I actually don't mind playing to reject with it. Like play Dragon Guard's Lead and just play reject back to back. Keep slamming. That's a perfectly fine game plan. Alright, so this is a very tricky pick here. So we do have Divide by 0 as our only card that learns. There is an Environmental Sciences, which I prioritize quite highly. We do need 2 drops, but I'm not taking a Amplimancer here. Still think the pick's just environmental sciences. There's also a mage duel. Nah, you know, I'm actually gonna take a mage duel because I have Quandrix Pledge Mage, and that's a great combo. I mean, your creature gets +2/+3 and fight. I could kill pretty much anything, and mage duel often costing only 1 mana. That's exactly what you want. Alright, so now I'm gonna greedily grab this Bookworm, hoping to wheel either Cultivator or Fractal Summoning, but Bookworm is one of my favorite cards in the format. Alright, let's get rid of this Combat Professor and Disappointment. So another Mage Duel over Decisive Denial. I may wheel this, I'm not wheeling Mage Duel. Mage Duel also works with Needlethorn Drake, like you just kill anything. So we already have like a good, cool card draw spell with Mentor's Guidance, and I think I'm just going to yank the Fractal Summoning here, because I only have a Pest Summoning, which is not where I want to be for lesson count. I did I not take Environmental Sciences? Okay, so now good splash for Elemental Masterpiece, trying to keep the dream alive with Uvilda. Otherwise, what am I taking? Like Arcane Subtraction? I'm going to take the Masterpiece. Interesting. Can we do something with Golem? I do have 2 Mage Duels. Doesn't seem like we can do much. But a Serpentine Curve seems like it's going to be good on the deck. Well, if I had a Golem, I would look at that Fortifying Draft, but let's just take Expanded Anatomy. God, Arena. Really? I think the commons make sense there. Impulse. Cram Session, sure. I mean, we still have a whole pack left, which is a great place to be. Actually, no, I want Arcane Subtraction. If it's between those two, then I think Arcane Subtraction's better. Well, this is interesting. Now we could take a Prismari Campus, but I'd rather have the Decisive Denial. Like, this deck's too good to try to splash Elemental Masterpiece. And I don't really care if I can't play Nasari as a double red card. Like, we have so many playables. I don't think we need to go into a third color and hurt the mana base, play tap lands. Well, again, I still might play Archway Commons for Nasari. That's still a possibility. Well, I never played with this card, but happily taking it. 3 mana, 8/8 trample, and I'm good with that. So now probably just a Quandrix campus. Easy cultivator. Hoping to wheel Trickster, Moment, or even Test of Talents. I'm not sure if I can make room for Test of Talents in the deck, but I would certainly try because that's a great card. So, interesting choice. Divide by Zero or Zimone. We're not really aggressive, and we only have a Masterpiece and a Fractal Summoning. We also have Expanded Anatomy. Zimone kind of wins games by herself, though, right? Doesn't she? I don't want to play these rejects. I mean, they're filler at the moment. So I can easily dump both of them and not feel bad about it. Yes. I have no idea how Spined Carrot got into this deck, but he needs to go. So we only have 10 instants and sorceries. So on average, by the time he casts this on turn 4, you're going to have it's like a 2-2. Not very impressive. So probably Serpentine Curve is going to get the cut. I'm trying to think if there's any combo we can use for Weather the Storm, like maybe with something with Quandrix Pledge Mage. Do I just want like colony at that point? Probably just want a colony. It is a reach creature, like it'll block. Um, well, between the commons and the Prismari campus, like sometimes they can play Nasari. Yeah, I don't really want Serpentine Curves. Yeah, that's an easy divide by 0. Wow, that's nuts. Take the other Pest Summoning. I mean, am I even playing Eureka Moment? I'll make room. I don't think this build is happening. Let's just get that out of there. Now, teach by example is actually interesting. Teach by example, divide by 0 is pretty sick. So I just need to make one cut, really. And 10 creatures. Okay, figure like 11, 12 of the lessons. I'm counting like both of these as one creature. Maybe we don't need Snow Day because we have so much bounce. I don't know, it can be good. Adventurous Impulse. I still want an Adventurous Impulse even without the lands. I think it's good. Triggers Dragon's Guard Elite and Quandrix Pledge Mage is just a good little cantrip. Wow, I really don't know what the cut is. Is it just like a Biomathematician? Because the only other fractal that I get is from Casmina, but I mean like a 2/2 and a 1/1 for 3. It's still good. So I need to have Casina with a fractal and then play Biomathematician to get value. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, compare Biomathematician to like Quandrix Pledge Mage. It's not even close, right? Uh-oh, going up against diamonds. It's a nice opening hand there. Actually, this works pretty nicely with Pledge Mage as well. Mentor's Guidance. He might have a fight spell here. If he does, so be it. Okay, okay. Well, I will certainly Mage Duel. Let's divide by 0 the Drake. Get pumped. Let's get Environmental Sciences to make sure we hit our land drops. And get in for 5. I don't really want to Burying Books and Needlethorn Drake, but I may not have a choice here. I could Mentor's Guidance, find Arcane Subtraction, and then kill the Drake. Also Decisive Denial. Alright, let's go Mentor's Guidance first. Yeah, again, see, this is like a fight spell, so that doesn't do it for me. I don't think we need that. Okay, 2 lands. Well, might as well cast Environmental Sciences now. Doesn't matter what I get. No attacks. I mean, Burying Books is going to get him good here because this is going to be off the table for a couple of turns, leaving me just free to smash. Unless my opponent's got like a Divide by Zero or something to interact with Pledge Mage. He might also have a Burying Books and he's considering, do I tap out or not? Yeah, so I'm suspecting Burying Books in that case. Well, if he's got it, he's got it. Don't think I want to attack yet. I'm going to take a turn off and let's just play Professor. Get the 1-1 pass. Ah, you were keeping up Eureka moment. Alright. I still think it's the right thing. I mean, going Burying Books on the Needlethorn Drake right here in this spot is not the best. Well, now let's just go Burying Books on the Needlethorn Drake. And attack with these two. With Decisive Denial in hand, like there's not too much that can go wrong here. Let's counter Burying Books. It's actually a very strong play by us because he's left with bad decisions. Like he's either losing a creature and taking 4, or losing 2 creatures and taking 9. Not good options. If I was him, probably double black. Yeah, I'd probably do the same thing. Hoping to find like bounce or removal or something. Because you're not winning the game if you just start jumping here. Alright. Frost Trickster's gonna do it here. At least for a turn. Alright, not doing much.